was preparing for this speech, Preston called me because he said he was in Austin one weekend, and he found. What did you find, Preston? Why don't you come up here? What did you find? What is this? What is this?
You know, most times speeches like this, they're always difficult to find the right words. But when your friends, the male cheerleaders, you know, somewhere, there's a dyer. So when I was in Austin, I guess it was about 3 months ago, I did some digging, and under an old Jesuit Ranger's leotard, stuffed animals, which we don't even have enough time to even go into that, but I found this journal, so I just thought I'd read a couple things for those of you that don't know Matthew, give you an idea of exactly who he is. For those of you that know, you've probably already heard some of these stories and you know exactly who he is, so I'll just read you a couple of different things. October 2000, Washington, D.C. Today marked the end of my first full week at Strategy Group. I still can't believe they hired me because I was completely hammered. You know all this is made up, but this is probably true. But I think this place is going to be awesome. I met this really great guy named Preston Healy, who I heard from some of my coworkers actually paid his way through college being a male model. I could really picture working here for a long time. As long as Strategist Group doesn't realize that I've been sleeping in the bathroom almost every day for 2 hours, and my sales numbers are awful. Working is not really that much different than college, besides every once in a while I have to change my outfit. And I have to add this too, that actually about 8 months later, Strategist Group actually went bankrupt. Matt actually got moved to Brazil. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it, or his blood alcohol level, or personal hygiene. I know my numbers actually had something to do with it. Now I want to skip ahead to when Matt, I think, really got, stuff together, moved to Austin. And this is actually October 2010. I've been dating Michelle for a couple months now, and I finally think I found my perfect 10. They're so hard to find, it's like seeing a unicorn. That actually makes no sense when I tell my wife I was going to work in unicorn one way or another. Michelle's got perfect hair like Tyler, legs like Randy, and even looks better than Rui in the bikini. The only thing that would make this last month better is if Preston was here with us. Sometimes I just catch myself looking at him. But that's also for another story. I wish he was here right now to join us on movie nights every Friday night.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe it just says good night, Mr. Mathieu Flamant, Oliverio. You actually can't see it, but everybody, as the girls doodle their name, he actually doodles his name a couple of times. Well, the last thing actually is not in here, and I can't believe I actually wrote this and bought this notebook. It was actually $11. You know me, I'm so cheap, and I was so mad this was $11. About, I guess it was a year ago, Matt called me. And our conversations usually start out like talking about football, Texas football, then talking about his sales numbers. So I usually put the phone down, go mow the lawn, And it usually is about a good hour before he gets through his sales numbers. I can pick up the phone and actually have a real conversation with him. So, but this conversation actually took a different turn. So when I got back to the phone, Matt said, I need to talk to you. I think, I'm ready to take the next step with Michelle. And he was like, basically, I don't know how to get to the next level. And I said, listen, and I gave the advice probably any of you would give Matthew as well. I said, you have to put some real effort into it. You have to, really try, and you really have to have conversations about what you want out of the relationship. So after that, if any of you have seen his Facebook page, it's the most awful page because it's nothing but dinners, which is just depressing that you think it'd be all these pictures of Matthew, but it's just these dinner parties. So at that point, though, I knew that we would at some point end up here. So, Philip and Julie actually, I think, completely nailed this the other day. They just said, I'm just so happy that Matthew has found someone that just allows him to be Matthew.
Oh.
I was going to try to take that, but you did say that, and so did Julie, so that's true.
So yeah, I did say that. Stealing my thunder. Sorry. Matthew did find somebody who truly allows him to be Matthew, as we all witnessed on Thursday night or Friday night in the morning. But there's something really cool that's happened on the flip side, is because she allows him to be him all the time, he pays it back tenfold with just absolutely adores Michelle and does everything for this woman, and it's just so amazing. And Julie, we say this all the time, to see you guys and how happy and in love you both are. All right, so there's one little thing. We're not going to do a toast. We are all from our seats. When Matthew asked for Michelle's hand in marriage, he went to dinner. And he went to dinner with Sharon and Ron, and they get to dinner, and Sharon says, oh, no, Michelle's going to be here. And Matthew says, no, she's not coming. No, Michelle, she's just running a little late. She's going to be here. No, she's not coming. Well, why isn't she coming? What are you doing here then? Well, I'm here to ask you for your daughter's hand in marriage. And Sharon's initial reaction was, yes! Ron took it like a true man. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Ron, true man. So, on the count of 3, I would just like everybody to raise your hands and scream yes at the top of your lungs. 1, 2, 3. Yes!